everyone. My name is Bailey Brown. Do you think peace is considered to be a woman's job? Well, to Jeannette Rankin, it was. She influenced many people to become one step closer to having peace on earth. Being born in the era where women had no equal rights, well, she changed that. She served many years to make a difference in this world, and she achieved most of her goals. Today, we are still seeing changes inspired by her. Jeannette Pickering Rankin was a controversial and unique woman in Montana and American political history. As the first woman ever elected to a legislative body in a Western democracy named the House of Representatives, and the only member of Congress to pose the United States into both World War I and World War II. Jeannette Rankin's commitment to the cause of peace and equality grew steadily throughout her long life. For a young participant in the progressive, peace, and suffrage movements of the earliest 20th century, for over the next 50 years, she served her country as a warrior for peace and justice. Jeannette Rankin found her calling in the women's suffrage movement while living in Washington state. She wanted to change the Constitution by giving women the rights to vote. This passed in the year of 1911. Then she later returned to her home state, Montana, to win the right there for women to also vote. This was also passed in the year of 1914. Rankin stated, "Men and women are like right and left hands. It doesn't make sense not to use both." Jeannette Rankin was also the first woman in the United States Congress. Her years as a social activist helped her in 1916 run for the United States House of Representatives. She was a representative from Montana. Rankin ran as a progressive, pledging to work for a constitutional women's suffrage amendment and emphasizing social welfare issues. Long and committed, she did not shy away from letting voters know how she felt about possible U.S. participation in the European War that had been raging for 2 years. Jeannette was brave because this was a time when many women did not have the right to vote in many states. She stated, "I may be the first woman member of Congress, but I sure won't be the last." Rankin was a part of the Republican Party, and during World War I, she worked on getting all women the right to vote. Jeannette made significant contributions to the country during her 2-year term in the House. For example, when President Wilson asked for a declaration of war on Germany, Jeannette voted against. She also helped to pass the 19th Amendment. After her term ended in 1919, Rankin remained an advocate for women's rights. Later in life, when she was about 60 years old, Jeannette Rankin made a return in politics in 1939, running for a seat in the United States House of Representatives, this time representing Montana's 1st District. She won the election based on her anti-war position. It was during this term that she voted against American involvement in World War II, the only member of Congress to do so. Even the bombing of Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941 could not keep her from voting against entering the war. Although she proved herself to be true to her convictions, Jeannette received severe criticism for her negative vote. Because of this, she did not run for re-elections in 1942. This ended her formal political career. When leaving office in 1943, Rankin spent much of her time traveling. While traveling, she was promoting peace. She also continued to work for her further beliefs, speaking out against United States military actions in Korea and Vietnam. In 1968, she led the Jeannette Rankin Brigade. More than 5,000 women protested in Washington, D.C., demanding the United States withdraw from the Vietnam War. Rankin died in 1973. But was considering another run for Congress, this time to fight against the Vietnam War. She died at the age of 92. She will forever be remembered that women had equal rights in the United States. Once again, we were treated equally as men in various different things. We would not have the rights we have today if it was not for Jeannette Rankin's courage, strength, belief, and knowledge.